Okay, I've ran into a little bit of a issue. Now see, this one I swapped over already, but in this hole for the spinner wrench, there is a set screw that sets it to the threaded body. Now this collar, which is going to go onto this threaded body, the set screw has stripped out. So I'm going to try and get that out, but really this is the hindering moment right here. So we'll see what happens. You know, we'll just have to get it done. Alright, now while I've been fucking around with suspension, or trying to get some suspension going, this guy has fully reassembled the sway bar into the car. He's trying to get this side back together. Might be kind of hard to see, but while I've been fucking around, he actually got some shit done. Go ahead and laugh. I'm right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, while I've been fucking around with bullshit, you actually got some shit done, so. Yeah, well, you can see it. It's in its happy spot. I missed how he got it through all this stuff, which it would have been nice to see, but yeah, it's done.
And you take all that off, and then you take these bolts off, and then it goes up on there.
What, this little plastic bit of cover?
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, you see how it works? There's probably 3, 5, 6, 7 to 10 bolts maybe that hold that thing on, and swing it on up in there, mount it to the frame, get it down onto the what do you want to call that? It's like it's not the hub. It's where well, anyhow, I'll just sound like an ass if I try and explain that correctly. I know it's hard to believe, but I used to be a kind of a useful person back in the day. But then I went and did this. Maybe it's hard to see. Yeah, you see that? See the flat spot? I just ruined this one-of-a-kind piece right here that was handmade. So, you know, I'm a machinist, but I have no access to any type of parts or shop or machines or anything. So right now I feel like a complete piece of shit. I just ruined that. You can see that right there, the flat spot. What you really can't see is the crack right there in the seam. This is toast. I'm gonna feel like a douche. Okay, so I've demoted myself, and Jason also, to reattaching the suspension a different way. Alright, now you can see how this is the strut, and how it attaches, and how this 3-bolt coupling right here comes up to the bottom. Well, one of the ways that you go ahead and raise it, because this is how it is from the factory. I know it might be kind of difficult to see, but there it is. Right there. Now that joint that I just showed you on the strut was turned the other way. And that's a lot of how we got the ground clearance out of the rear end. This is the stock configuration. Right now I'm putting that back on. I'm bolting it down with the same 3, it's very hard to see, but it has the same 3-bolt pattern, except rather than sticking out the bottom, it's coming out the top. And this is how the Porsche comes from the factory. So I'm putting it back in. Just like that.
You can't even
Okay, so this guy just bested me. A fucking pro machinist. This dude, look. That's the banged up situation. I fucking flattened that side. You see it's still got the mash marks. Alright? And it's round again. Go ahead and start that on that threaded body. Just so you can show the folks at home. God damn it, dude.
Hold on. There we go.
That's some pro shit right there.
And that's past the...
Yeah, exactly. That's beautiful. That's beautimous right there. Dude did a good job. I still want to know. He won't really tell me. Makes me feel like a piece of shit. So, all right, we're back on the track.
There you go.
All right, guys. Just so you know, I'm not just sitting there filming. I'm also. All right, that's about as tight as I dare do it. Yep, got this strut tower brace tightened up in there. I'm getting mildly dirty also, so I'm not just filming, I'm fucking everything up. Alright? I hope you guys are enjoying this. Alright, now here we go. I have cleaned this strut. Now, one thing you guys are going to love is it does seem pretty stout, but if you look, the thin shaft is on the bottom, so it's actually an inverted shaft. You see how that works? It's like an inverted street bike strut, right? Alright, so I've cleaned it, and we're going to use some penetrating lubricant. No, sorry, not the, there, we'll put the thumb over it. Some penetrating lubricant with Teflon. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually lubricate this chassis so that when it goes into the new threaded body, after being in there all spring, summer, and fall, we can actually take it back apart without really beating on them too much. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to throw the, here we go, one of the threaded nuts on the situation, and be ready to go back in the car. Alright guys, 2 days later, because all my fucking up, not really, but shit is swapped. Got our pillow joint here on top, and the front end is completely swapped off those bodies and onto those, and we're about ready to get the rest of this done. Meanwhile, my fucking around, dude has got the rear end back together. I showed you the top. The bottom, pretty simple. Pretty generic as far as struts go. Just got a bolt going into the housing right there. So there's not a whole lot to it, except for I missed putting the sway bar back on, but it's pretty self-explanatory also, so. Getting close. Getting dang close. Now just the front suspension and throw those fucking super bad tires and wheels on and be ready to tear up some pavement. Alright, once again I'm going to go ahead and address this because I don't think I addressed it well enough. Alright, this unit, this is the most of the lift for the rear end. Now this was bolted to the top of the strut in the back end, and then it bolted up to the subframe in the car. But as you can see, this is where the lift really comes from. You know, follow me on this?
There, you can have that.
Alright, now as you can see, this is turned this direction, and when you get up in here, it's kind of hard to see at this point, but oh shit, that bracket's really in the way. Yeah. But basically what you're really seeing is, in the car, the piece is flipped over this direction. So we get twice this distance, which this is about, what is that, 2.5, 3 inches, 2.5 inches? So you got 2.5 plus another 2.5 bolted up the other direction. So you end up getting a good amount of ground clearance in the rear end without having to do anything to those struts like what I had to do with the front end. Because the front end doesn't really mount the same way. So, you know, I just thought it'd be kind of neat to see that. Alright, dude tore up the back brakes pretty badly. No, wait, let's get a good profile of that where we got light or something. Yep, pretty toast. Not quite to the metal, but about as close as you can get to it while still having brake pad left. So that's done, that's out the door. Something else, I don't know if you noticed or not, but he's got 2-piece brakes on here so that when the rotors get toast, you don't replace the whole damn thing. And he informed me on a really funny thing. These used to be slotted. How funny is that? You guys like that? We're just gonna put some more brake shoes on it and
Just one.
yeah, oh, one brake shoe, that's right, just the inside one. And call it good for the time being. I know, redneck and sons of bitches, huh?